Welcome, everybody. You know, I love to come in and talk about some of my favorite things. And coming back to Spokane, Saturday, September 20th, this weekend is one of my favorite shows, Dungeons and Drag Queens. And here to hype us up and get us ready for what's bound to be another amazing show is comedian and dungeon master Paul Curry. Can I tell you, Paul, before we start, that
hmm
I was trying shorthand in my notes earlier, and you are a D master, so you're welcome.
Oh, that's my official title in the show as well,
See,
actually.
I
Um,
feel like it should just wear a T-shirt. It's perfect.
yeah, yeah. I consider myself the master of the D during the show. I have great command over the D, and yeah, people
And
love
so
my
far, it's
Ds.
worked well.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Sometimes people are, they have problems with my D, and maybe they want things done a little bit differently here and there. But I think overall, my D is kind of has been working out.
You're still the master. Now you're coming back to Spokane. Are you trying to tell Spokane you have a little bit of a crush on it?
Yeah, I mean, we're not, we're trying to show, not tell. We're kind of
True.
like, blushing. I would say very demure, but we do have a crush
Yes.
on Spokane. We love Spokane. We have, I think, the most friendly fan base out of all the fan bases in Spokane.
Indeed.
We have Natural 20 Brewing is such an amazing brewery that lets us do like a little after party after the show. We don't get
Love
that
this.
anywhere else. So yeah, we're pumped. We're pumped to come to Spokane. It's always a blast.
We are very excited to have you. You're playing the Chameleon again, which is on Sunset Boulevard for Sunset Highway. So sorry, we're not in LA. Sunset Highway, which you have played before. It's a great venue. If you listeners, watchers have not been there before, it's worth it. But I have to know. So I think this is your fifth or sixth time coming back to Spokane. So we all need to remember that we're very lucky because every single time it's like a brand new show, really.
Oh yeah.
The meat of it. But I have to know, little side question, are there any cities you have taken on tour with this that you're like, I don't think we need to go back?
Well, I think it wouldn't be fair to some of these cities. Um, but I will say we tried an adventure in Phoenix, Arizona,
Oh,
and
wow.
that wasn't too hot. I mean, it was very hot, but I don't
Yeah.
think we were able to get the word out. I think part of the problem was that we did a university theater, which was like buried in a campus, so
Oh,
it's super
yeah.
hard to find. I think if we go back, which maybe we should just hit up the gay parts of town. I think like we were kind of looking for a theater space, and you know, I think that like you got to go where the gays are. You know what I mean? You got to
Yes.
get your gaydar out, and see where the pangs are. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so I don't know if that's Phoenix, Arizona's fault. If you're from Phoenix, Arizona,
Right.
no shade. I want you to have real shade in Phoenix, Arizona, because it's like
Yes.
blistering. But
Exactly.
yeah, we should have just went to the gay space.
Yes. Listen, I have a lot of friends who live in Phoenix right now. Oh, we are getting
Oh,
joined. Well, hello.
I had a little mishap getting home from the bus, but hi, how are y'all?
What matters is you're here. Your
Thank you.
fabulous self has made it. And so I just want to say for people who don't know, Kylie Mooncakes has shown up now. Is it correct? Did I hear right from my producer that you are a producer as well?
I recently just joined about a month ago, so I am officially a producer with the team now. Yes, very exciting.
Very exciting. So, we'll get back to is this like the first of many stops? Is this just the warming up phase? Is Spokane just beginning it again for you?
this is like early on in the season. So we've done Portland and Seattle 2 weekends ago, and this weekend is Spokane weekend, and then in a week we're going to Chicago. So that's super exciting, and then Olympia, and then all over the place. So this is like the kind of the early on in the season
Right.
sort of show. I think we will be coming back to Spokane somewhere later in the season.
I
Um,
hope you do. You keep coming back, and I keep telling everybody and their mother because we always have such a good time at your shows. And
Thank
so
you.
we know it's going to be amazing. And Spokane, I talked to you on a show I do called the Spokane Minute, and just trying to get as many people to go out and see it because you deserve it. You don't need a Phoenix audience with us. You need the real Spokane
Well,
coming
thank
up.
you. I do have to say I really appreciate, Johnny, you telling everyone and their mother. We've had a huge uptick in mothers coming to our show.
I bet.
It's like half mothers at this point. I mean, the maternal energy is just
Right.
wild.
I mean, do a Mother's Day show here and just watch.
Yes.
It'll just
that would be
blow
tea.
Also, Phoenix, if you're watching, I have many people who watch and many friends there. Maybe you just have to have a redemption arc. So step it up, and you go. Have you been to Palm Springs?
We have not. No, we haven't actually done a show in California.
That's a goal.
Oh,
I really want that to happen next.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kylie's working on it.
go to Hunters in Palm Springs. You would sell that place out, and I love Hunters with all of my heart. See,
Okay.
I'm just helping you. I'm like your,
No, yeah,
your
yeah.
little producer in your ear.
Let me write that down.
Do. It's fun. Okay, so I want to say every time I see your show, what I love about it is I think I've seen it 4 times. It never gets old because there's always something new. Obviously, the story changes because you're so good at the improv of it all. It has great music, great queens. Is there something, have you changed something? Because the tech is always different, the way you set the show up. Is there something different this time?
Yeah, we have some little changes to the tech to kind of smooth things over. Some of the stuff is going to be kind of invisible, and it's just going to be like a smoother experience, and like, things are just going to like move along at a nicer pace. One thing we're really excited about is that we're changing how the numbers are triggered. So we're going to be trying a method where the queens have a device on the table and they can trigger their own numbers, as opposed to saying hit it Carson or hit it Paul, and that way they can choose when to do a number. I don't even know when they're going to do a number, and it's just going to come out of totally thin air. And I think that would be a really fun energy. Because I mean, it's a number. I feel like the queen should have all the agency to like have that happen.
Yes.
So we're really excited to. It's a lot of work to get that to happen. A lot of wires, but I think that we can make it. We can make it work.
I'm of that age where if my nephew isn't there, I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm like, what happens?
Yeah, that's why I bring my nephew along in every. Nephew's always coming along to help me.
Mothers and nephews. That's
Mothers
what you
and
do.
It's a family. We're a family show. We're actually a family show.
Totally. I love, because when I saw it last, I missed the last time through, but the time before, it was the first time I saw that the queens got to do a number. Like they got to be. I had brought a lovely couple of friends who had never met the fabulousness that is a wonderful queen. And so it was everything. And so, of course, they're going back because they need more in their lives. Kylie, when you came on board, I'm sure you've done a few shows with them by now. What do you love about the way the queens get to participate?
Ooh, I'm really blessed that I've been able to kind of be with the show since it started. So the producer role is what's new, but I consider myself a vet in the game. What I really love is Paul's willingness to deal with our absurdity. Because a lot of us, most of us don't have a lot of experience playing D&D. Most of us are kind of just there for like to inject some personality and to roll with the punches and see what happens. And I think it's so great that Paul is like good at improvising. We throw a lot of curveballs at him. We bully him a lot. So this is like the one nice compliment I usually say to him at all, but he is really good at improv and rolling with our punches and
I love that.
And putting up with us. Yeah.
Well, I love that you say you thank him for putting up with y'all's absurdity, and I just want to say you have met Paul, right? So he brings his own brand of absurdity and chaos.
Absolutely, and I think drag queens, we like to pick up on something, take an inch and we'll give you a mile. So I think we're really trying to challenge him on like how stupid things can really get in the show.
Is this your favorite thing? The last few years you've been working with queens. Is this really good for sharpening your comedy skills?
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, both sharpening the skills and kind of just to like expect the unexpected, because this is obviously we're like entering a realm that we're completely unfamiliar with. So
Right.
yeah, it's really been fun. It's really been fun.
Yeah, I mean
Paul.
it's.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, please
I, I was
expound.
gonna, but just gonna pipe in and say that it's such an awesome like exercise, I guess, because we're doing like 2 hours basically of
Yeah.
improv, it's just straight improv, just on for 2 hours,
Right.
which you don't really get in a lot of other shows, and not many
Mhm.
people I think can really pull that off. So we're very selective, when we have queens on the show.
Right.
Kylie
You,
does it
Mhm.
effortlessly.
Uh,
Carson can continuously play and improvise a score for 2 hours.
Which is
Um,
absolutely insane. I keep telling people, no, there's even a musician. He's like a musical director, and he just makes shit up as he goes. And
so
it's
good.
brilliant.
yeah,
But I have to say, I didn't get to see the last show, but I was happy to be able to have helped out. You had on the incomparable Ducky Lovelace last time you were in Spokane. I want to know, how do you know when a queen is going to bring the chemistry to work with everybody? What is it that you're like, no, that'll work, that'll be fine?
well, we have an audition process, so we always will meet with a queen, and it's me and a queen, and we play a bit of the game. We play like 30 minutes of the game, and I get a good idea of how they're going to be on stage, how we work together, and stuff like that. So when it comes to like what we're looking for, it's generally improbability, not so much familiarity with D&D. Ironically, you
Right.
would think that would be the primary selector, I guess, if you could call it that. But no, it's really just like, are you down to roll with the punches and stuff like that? Because I'm taking punches. I mean, this is too violent of a metaphor. I think we're both like really helping each other out more so on stage. Every curveball that we send, I mean, this is like if the catcher and the pitcher were both on the same team, which is a very gay thing to say.
Which is very
So
confusing.
yes, um, so like how well do we cooperate? How well do we work together on stuff like that? Do we feel each other's energy out and stuff? And
Right.
do we match vibes?
Now, did I see that? Are you having Ducky back?
We are having Ducky. We actually
Yeah.
have two Spokane queens.
Wow, two?
Yes, it is a
Wow.
Spokane Queen show.
Oh, wow.
We have the beautiful Ducky Lovelace coming for returning adventure, and then we have a new queen, Thumali. She has an amazing podcast. It's called The Rewind, which we were actually on recently in
Very
Kylie,
nice.
and we've auditioned her. She was lovely. I'm super excited to see what happens when she's
Yeah.
up on stage.
Yeah, and we're not going to have to wait much longer.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie, as a queen and a producer, what do you have to? Are you like having to whip the ladies in line? I mean, they're new. You got to, keep them in. What do you feel like you want to bring to this experience?
I think for me, I'm kind of like the drag liaison of the show now. Paul, I feel like it's still a little new to the drag world, so is Carson. Over the years, like we've taken them to shows like here and there to be like, look, but I feel like a lot of times like there's just like little things to be like, oh, like we might need a dressing room that has mirrors, so we can do our makeup, or like so
Yes.
little things like that to just be like, here's how we can make this a better experience for the queens. Um and also just pipe in on like little things like maybe on social media, like, oh, here's like a silly little reference from like a major TV show that y'all didn't clock, but let me explain it to y'all real quick. Like things like that. So just kind of filling it.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't put a mirror because, Carson and Paul, their makeup's always on point. Like they don't even
Exactly.
have to think about it.
They're the professional queens that come in ready and
Yes.
already got their wigs done at home and everything.
For real. Yeah, they don't want you to know the magic that it takes. They
Yes.
just gonna float in. I want to ask you both the same question.
Mhm.
What so Paul, we'll start with you. What is your favorite part of doing the show that kind of surprised you?
My favorite part of doing the show that surprised me, I think that's pretty easy. It's the curveballs. It's the queens setting, like, going off in random directions, like messing with the plot in ways you couldn't even imagine. I
Mhm.
mean, sometimes people will be like, oh man, you must be like so frustrated as a DM to like have to deal with these crazy things that the queens are saying. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, I would be so bored. I would be so bored if there wasn't this insanity happening all the time. So I think that was like really surprised me, and that was something that I think the whole like everyone on the show discovered as an element of the performance that you wouldn't know coming in, but kind of emerges out of the performance. So
Right.
yeah, that's my answer.
Well, you deal with it very well. You also do audience interaction very well through the night. I can
Oh
say
yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
right.
and I don't know if you saw this on the show before, the last show we did, but our show is even more audience involved. We will
Really?
get the plot, basically, the big bad, the problem, etc. We get that from the crowd right at the beginning. So they
Nice.
choose the whole story, like the pretty much most of the setting, most of the characters and stuff like that. That's going to come from an initial audience suggestion. So
That's how to
it's
get a
all about the crowd.
buy-in if I ever heard it. The stakes are part of the that's brilliant. That's beautiful. On a business level. Back to creative though. Kylie, what would you say to a surprising something that you found you really like about the show but it surprised you?
I think I kind of getting to like, like at the beginning of the story, especially like with newer performers, we're all kind of finding our footing. But I think it's really that moment where everyone's senses of humor start to align, and I feel like we almost surprise ourselves with like, I don't know, when a really funny, really good story comes out, because every single show is improv, so you don't know what's gonna come out of it. But we so consistently have so many moments that we make each other laugh. Like there's so many moments that like we're like slamming the table and then like a drink spills up just because we're having such a good time ourselves. So it really is,
Right.
yeah. And Carson
At
too.
my last show, a queen spilled her drink. I remember watching
It
it. It
was
was
probably
amazing.
it was probably me. It happens a lot.
I love it. I think it's hilarious.
Mhm.
So, as we wind down, Paul, why don't you remind our Spokane audience where, when, and where to get tickets?
Yeah, so we're coming into Spokane, Dungeons and Drag Queens Live, a live play D&D comedy show where drag queens play D&D with a dungeon master, comedian, and live improvised music. We're going to be at the Chameleon this Saturday, September 20th. The show starts at 8 p.m., so show up for doors at 7 p.m., and you can get tickets at dndq.live, which is in our Instagram bio. You can find us on Instagram at DNDQ Live, and that's the same for TikTok, where you can find our website to get tickets. And honestly, if you go to Google and you just Google Dungeons and Drag Queens Spokane, Dungeons and Drag Queens The Chameleon, it'll show up. So just, yeah, click on that. We keep tickets affordable, and we'd love to see you at the show. We'd love to see what you come up with.
And I've told my audience many times, you will not regret one single penny that you have spent on this show. And like he said, it's affordable anyways. So it's great. You can also go to chameleonspokane.com, go to their events page. There's a link to get tickets from their website right there. So do it. You're not going to want to miss this. It's going to be an amazing show. I can't thank you both enough. Kylie, it was so nice to meet the new producer. You're so
So love
fancy.
you. Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Our
thank you so
pleasure. I
much.
can't wait. I'm going to stalk the stage and say hello on the 20th.
Please
But
Perfect.
do.
have an amazing show. And Spokane, keep watching. Watch the Spokane Minute. I will always tell you cool things you can do in your community to go support. Because, like they say, if you don't support things, those things go away. And this is a show worth keeping. So until next time, everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you.